Stop chasing. What's going on, y'all? Listen, I'm a little late. My bad. I'm 5 minutes late. I'm sorry. I was on I had a call, a very important call that I was on just now, so I had to make sure I got that knocked out. But y'all climb on in here, man. Y'all climb on in here. We got a really good live. We're gonna go over some levels. We're gonna talk about what's brewing in the market. We're gonna talk about what I think FOMC may do, which is coming up. So we're gonna talk about it all. Y'all get in here, come prepared, come ready. I hope you got your little notebooks, your journals, all that good stuff, because we're gonna hit some levels today. Um, if it's your first time, go ahead and hit that like button as you're coming in. Right? We never gatekeep likes over here. Hit that like button as you're coming in. Let me know where you're chiming in from, and we're gonna do it like that. That's gonna get it in the algorithm. It's gonna get more people that need to see this into the fold, and we're just gonna continue to mutually benefit each other. All right. So first thing I want to say, because I got to give you a daily reminder. I told you I was gonna commit to this. If I'm telling you every day, y'all have no excuse not to go and make 100,000 plus this year. All right. Journal. Matter of fact, one day I'm gonna figure out a way to get y'all on here. So I want to see y'all face. I want to confirm that y'all really got journals. I hear y'all talking, but I want to see. I'm gonna start making y'all put the journal entries in the Prosperity Collective. I'm like, yo, show me your journal. Show me what you wrote, because I'm telling you, it's critical. Show me your financial reviews for the week. Show me where you sat down and went over your plays. All right. Again, y'all, as y'all coming in, let me know where y'all chiming in from. Go ahead and throw them likes on here. It takes 2 seconds to say "doo," and that's all I need from you. All right. We got a really good live, because like I said, we got some really good setups that are taking place right now. We'll go back and just kind of talk about some of the plays that we talked about yesterday, and then we'll talk about the ones that checked out, the ones that are still forming, all of that, and then like I said, I'll take some more from y'all. But who we got up in here, man? Who we got up in here? Adam, what's going on, brother? Hey, look, y'all hit that like button ASAP. All right, as soon as y'all come in here, just once. That's all I need. Listen. Matter of fact, so when I'm looking and I'm seeing 29 eyes, I need to see 29 likes, right? I see 29 eyes and I see 12 likes. So that somebody do the math for me. Like 14 likes. That's 6. It's 30 people. That's like 16 people that ain't said "doo." Y'all need to get that together. All right. Adam, what's going on, man? Jay, how you feeling? Spence, what it do, man? Miss Virgo, how you feeling? There we go. Y'all ready? Okay, QTZ in the building. Tiffy, what's going on? Pamela, how you feeling? Big Sean, what up? Alchemist, what it do? Yeah. Brittany, I see you. Cortez, what up? Yeah, it's classified information, man. Listen, you gotta be here. You know what I mean? You gotta be here to get it. All right. Growing and glowing. I see you. D Gods, what up, man? Dude, you like that, Cortez? Dude, that's all they gotta do. Just come in here and do. Like I said, I'm never going to gatekeep the levels. I'm never going to gatekeep any of it. Like, if you go back and look at these lives, we talking about it's money sitting in each and every one of these lives. And all you got to do is cut the screen on, and you don't have to, but it would be very thoughtful of you if you just do. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice exchange. I take that any day of the week. Somebody give me all these levels, and all I got to do is just hit the button like that. Man. All right, so I appreciate y'all being in here. Pixel B, I see you. John, what's going on? Stefan, what up? All right. So look, I'm gonna jump into the charts real quick. And like I said, we'll talk about FOMC and what to expect. We got some really good, opportunities that are brewing. If you were on the live yesterday, you saw that we talked about Intel. Y'all see what Intel did. We talked about Apple. Y'all see what Apple did. There's a bunch of other things that are forming that are not quite there. But we did take entry on Intel. Called that here on the live. Also called it the exact entries in the Prosperity Collective. So shout out to everybody that caught that. If you caught it and you in here, you know what I'm saying, like, go ahead, show some love. Let them know that y'all caught those plays, man. Let them know. All right. So We gonna jump right into it, man. Hold on, who else we got in here? T Nicole, how you feeling? Joy, good to see you. She said I hit that like right there. Hey, Joy, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You got to do it. You got to do it. Beautiful energy, Mr. I appreciate you, Jade. Darrell, what up, man? P. He said sharing cold weather from. Hey, listen. Y'all can keep all that cold weather, all right? I don't mind y'all being here, but keep that snow on the East Coast, man. Keep that snow on the East and the Midwest, right? We matter of fact, maybe I'll pick up the camera and show y'all later. But it's the sun is shining right now, as you can see, right? Y'all see that? Them ain't lights. There's no light set up here, right? This is the sun, right? Coming in. So we good. We good. I think we got what 68, 69 on the schedule today. What's the temperature where y'all at? I'm instigating now. What's the temperature where y'all at? James, what's going on, man? Yeah, Mike. Oh, so okay, yeah, Mike. I'll talk about. I'm glad you brought that up. I'll talk about that in just a second. Palantir break 161. We coming down. Oh, you already know, Alchemist. That bear flag is there. So for people in the Prosperity Collective, right? Real quick, I just made a post asking about. This is a really good opportunity for y'all. You know, your young ones, right? I'm partnering with Wells Fargo and another organization, and we're essentially creating an arm in TPC where we're going to be taking on, educating, younger people between the ages of 11 and 18, because let's be honest, y'all been in here long enough to see that this is something that they need to know, right? So we're going to have, games, competitions, and a curriculum to make sure that they get the base, knowledge, the foundational knowledge of what the stock market is, what investing is, and then there's also going to be like a gamified competition that allows them to use about $100,000 in digital currency to to grow the account, and there will be winners announced, right? And those that winning will come with cash prizes, opportunities, for like real money and opportunity. So if you do have some some children, definitely like let them know. The only thing I will say, the only downside to it is that this particular partnership can only be 10 people between those ages. So we will have to figure out a way to kind of strip it down, because I think there were a lot more than 10 people that reached out. But it's something that we're going to be continuing to do throughout the years. I think there might be 2 of them this year, and we like I said, TPC is ultimately just going to have a arm that that strictly services people between that age group anyway, right? So we're working on that, but I wanted to just let y'all know so that y'all can submit. I'll put more information in the group about exactly like how y'all can be involved. Again, like I said, it's free of charge. You ain't got to worry about none of that. We taking care of everything, all the education, everything is completely free. Like what I'm saying, this is our way of essentially giving back. Because I know, like, man, if I had this information, when I was between those ages, because I was a hustler growing up, you know what I mean? Like, if I had this information between those ages, man, it would have made so much of a difference in just like how I approached a lot of things. So yeah, I like I said, if you're in the Prosperity Collective, we will put more information in there. All right. I see some more people coming in here again. Like, hit that doop, right? Hit that like as you come in, right? So that we can get this out to as many people as possible. All right. Damn, it's 20 degrees where y'all at? Sheesh. Sunny and 18. God, man. I feel like sending y'all a coat in the mail or something, man. Or maybe I can bottle up some sun and then like send y'all like some bottled sun or something. You said 65 degrees. Okay, so yeah, Florida cool. 45 ain't too bad, QTZ. Ain't too bad. Genesis, what's going on, man? Yeah. So y'all, if y'all, like I said, if you guys are interested or have, like I said, nieces or nephews, y'all submit the names. Like I said, we will find a way for everybody to to be serviced. But like I said, the first round of the competition and the like the actual like simulated trading we may only be able to get like 10 people to participate in that. but keep submitting the people. Maybe I'll put out a form in the group. That's what I do. I put out a form in the group where you guys can submit their names and their email addresses, or your email address, like however we can get in contact with them, and we'll send out like a formal message, and then from there we'll start the process of bringing people on and stuff like that. All right. So yeah, we got that out the way. Not out the way. That's first order of business. That's important. But we're about to jump into these charts. All right. So I got a few I'm going to go over first, and then y'all know how it goes. I'm gonna jump back to y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all want to see, and we'll go from there. All right. Again, if y'all are just joining, man, welcome. All right. Hit that like button. Doop. Hit that one time. Takes 1 second. I never gatekeep the levels or anything from y'all. Just don't gatekeep the likes. All right. We're gonna take it over to these charts. Let's get into it. We're gonna start with Intel. Y'all already see what's going on, right? Y'all already see what's going on here. All right. Hold on, let me reload this page. Y'all already see what's going on with Intel. So here's the breakdown with Intel. Like I said, I'm gonna jump right into this. Intel, as you can see, is up 3.3%, right? We took entry yesterday. Marcel, why did we take entry? We took entry because it came and it retested this level. So it came and retested this level. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but I drew this green line far before it came down and actually tested that level, right? And then it came down, and look, it got a little wick right there. That's the exact level it came to, right? That line was drawn based off of this right here, this resistance right here, right? So once it broke through here, that became the resistance. So we see an order block here, but this is the true resistance here. It came back to that exact level, retested. All right. Now, what's happening right now on the charts is what I believe is a bullish harami, right? So typically, when you see a strong move like this, and then you see a nice opening, like we got the 3% opening, it's going to consolidate and stay in that range because we haven't gotten a confirmation candle yet. The reason that I knew it was going to go up today is because of the volume that was coming in. I knew that there were too many contracts that people were getting in at this order block. However, technicals, they need their confirmation before they make their full move. Up here, we got this huge gap, right? We got a gap all the way up to $53 starting. Let's see. The gap is coming. Let me pull this up. Don't play with me now. The gap starts at about 48.15, and it goes all the way up to $53. All right, so this is where we're headed. This is why I entered out into March, right? So the end of March, March 20th was the expiration date that I got in. All right. I also took some weeklies, right? Because I got multiple accounts, so I took some weeklies because I wanted to make the most of that quick move. I took profits on those already, got up out of there. Those were like 65, 70%, a piece. So that was a really good play. But like I said, this is the appetizer right here. We haven't even started the real move, the real meal yet. We're gonna really eat over the course of this next couple of months with this with this play out to the 20th. So today, what I believe is forming is a bullish harami. So even if we end the day, this is very important, y'all. Write this down, okay? Even if we come down to about $43 and it feels like, oh man, we're closing the day bearish, or we're closing the day with with a fail to up, I don't want you guys to get spooked out and think that means that the stock is going to continue to move down. I want you to understand that is actually a bullish harami that is forming and is doing exactly what it's supposed to do inside of this order block. And we could pretty much rest assured that following candle is going to pop up here somewhere. Like if we close inside of this 2 candle right here, we're popping up here somewhere tomorrow. We might even come and retrace up to 48. It's also going to depend on obviously FOMC too, which is what I wanted to bring up. Right now, the FOMC can kind of be priced in to the market. That's what a lot of people are assuming, is that the price is already baked in. Now, we are expecting that there's going to be no change to the interest rates. Now, if there is like an actual change, like a cut, that could be a very, what they say, dovish sentiment. And if there's not a cut and there's actually like a raise, like that comes out of nowhere, then we could see the stock market like, definitely plummet. It's not likely, but I'm just giving you the different scenarios that could take place. So yeah, we got a nice, we had a nice bearish move yesterday. Today we opened up 3%. People made money, right? But we are just getting ready to start that explosion. So if you haven't entered the play, it's not too late, right? There's still opportunity. We just want to see how this closes. There's two ways you can approach it. Like, the first thing to do is to like really take a moment to analyze yourself as a trader and ask yourself the question, like, am I a conservative trader? Do I want to always wait for confirmation? Do I have enough experience to start to anticipate, patterns as they're forming, or do I want to always wait for confirmation? If you want to wait for full confirmation, then your move is more likely going to be somewhere toward the end of the week. But again, it's no rush into this particular play. And I want y'all to understand that there's no rush to get into Intel, because we're talking about going out to 320. We're targeting this gap right here. So we're talking about, damn near $10. A $10 move on a stock that's priced at 43 bucks is a really, really significant growth. So, if you do get your play, whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's Thursday, as long as we are within this area right here and closing with like bullish confirmation, it's making its way back up to the to the high. That's what we want to see. So again, if FOMC is dovish, then this could take off way quicker than what we expect. If it remains neutral and like it's unchanged, like there's no there's a pause on the rate cuts, then we should see this just do whatever technical says it's supposed to do. So there's it's already priced in. And if it's hawkish, then meaning that there's a hike, then we could possibly see some of these setups fall apart. All right, so I just wanted to give y'all every scenario so that you click on that. But this was a banger. You know what I'm saying? Every day we're on here, we're gonna go over the levels, and at least majority of these are gonna work out, right? I'm not talking about anything that I don't see something good looking on it. I'm not gonna even open my mouth to call nothing like that, right? So that's that. That's Intel. The next one is Google. Google hit as well earlier. I didn't necessarily signal this one, but I was talking about how it was coming out of its bull flag. So let's look at what happened with Google, right? Let's see what we got. So you can see it's in a doji right now, but it did break out, right? So we got the bullish engulfing right here, like we said yesterday, and it broke out the bull flag, and it came up to 338, which was in the earlier part of the day like looking like a breakout, looking like it wanted to continue. We got highs sitting over here, but it's it's pushing back down. So this may be similar to the applied move, and I'll show y'all that in just a second too. But sometimes when something breaks out, it'll immediately come back and retest. All right, so that's what I always tell y'all. Whenever something breaks out of a flag, a trend line, a high, whatever, the retest is always on the table. You know what I'm saying? So you always got to be like, all right, It's breaking out, but it could possibly pull back and try to retest this level now, tomorrow, or next week. So you always want to keep that in mind. So when you see breakouts and you're in a play, that first breakout, take profits, because you can always enter again. And if you miss it, it's a million plays in the market. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you start to develop the understanding that there are certain ways that stocks move, and by honoring that, you will miss some plays sometimes, but the ones that you catch will be bangers. It make you feel way better. So a breakout, you take that first profit, it comes in retest. All right, like let's gather ourselves again and wait for the next, the next opportunity for it to, to pump. So right now it's in a doji, it's neutral. It did come back and retest this, but we need to see it flip back bullish in order to be sure about it possibly breaking out here. So right now in Google, like I said, it is outside of the flag, but I would wait for a break above highs and catch that on continuation. All right, but Google, Google is always a good opportunity. Right, it's been serving as well. All right, what else we got? Which one is this? Oh, Apple, of course. I mean, y'all seen what Apple did. Apple just continuing. It got earnings in a couple of days. I won't even spend time on that. We talked about that a lot this week. It's Hood and Palantir, y'all. These about to be the ones right here. All right, Hood already made the move. Hold up. All right, hold up real quick. I gotta come back real quick. I gotta come back and talk to y'all real quick. Why ain't nobody tell me Hood made the move? Where the TPC at? Ain't nobody tell me nobody told me that Hood made the move. Where my TPC people at? Ain't nobody be like, hey, sell. Nobody added Benson 22 to be like Hood making that move. Y'all ain't no good, man. Y'all ain't no good. All right, we about to get back to the charts. I just had to come and see who ain't let me know. All right, here we go, y'all. We back at it. All right. So Robinhood is okay. All right, I just exaggerated. It ain't fully make the move, but it did break down. This is what we want to see. I was just sitting here looking at this percentage that it was down, but it's actually doing exactly what we wanted to do, y'all. So as you can see, this bear flag has been drawn, right? We drew this earlier in the day. Just look at. I want y'all to understand something. This is about to drop crazy, okay? If it closes like this, write this down. If it closes like this, this is the same thing we saw with Dell. It's the same thing we saw with Applied. We saw this with Google. When you have a bear flag or a bull flag and then a bullish or bearish engulfing, it is giving it so much power as a confirmation to break out of that flag. If this closes like this, I'm taking puts straight up. If this closes like this in a bearish engulfing, I'm taking puts. If you in the Prosperity Collective, I'll give you the exact levels. If you here right now, I'm telling you, if it closes like that, I'm taking puts. But I'll give the exact entries, in the collective, right? If you're not in the collective at this point, man, like if y'all think that what we do here, me and Zay every day on live is great, like the energy of the Prosperity Collective, man, is unmatched. All right, we in there every day. Everybody going up. You know what I mean? Everybody is evolving, getting better, getting more money, and it's something that I think anybody who's in the early stages or even the later stages of their trading journey needs to be a part of, right? Me being a profitable trader for years and having made so much in the market, I still get energized from the people. You know what I'm saying? So imagine what it'll do for you when you're on this journey and trying to really put it all together. That's the one thing that I wish I would have had when I was just starting out, was like that strong, close knit community that was right there with me. I wouldn't have lost that 50,000. I wouldn't have lost that 50,000, right? I didn't have nobody like, yo, don't risk your whole account. I didn't have nobody like, yo, like chill for a second, like get out your feelings, like really slow this shit down. I didn't have nobody doing that. All right. So if you're looking for a trading home, a family, man, like the description of all of my videos, it's a link in there. You can click the link and make a decision from there. Read the testimonials, reach out to people, whatever you got to do. But I'm trying to tell you, you won't regret the decision. All right. We back to it. Hood. We have this bearish engulfing. If we close like this, we are coming down to this order block right here. Right? This order block right here. We talking about we're gonna go $100. We'll target 100 because that's the next psychological level. The bearish order block is a little bit below that, but we're gonna go $100. $100 is more likely of a target coming out of this flag. Man, if we can close below the flag, that would be awesome. That's actually what I really want to see. We got about an hour left in the market. I would prefer it to be around 104.63, 104.50, right? Write those levels down. A close there would really do it for me. Right now we got a little wick. It's still an engulfing, but like I said, if we can close with that, with that pressure downward, like strong selling pressure downward, that would really do it for me. So hood is prime. Like hood is prime. Again, I'm gonna jump back in the group and I'm gonna let y'all know exactly how we take it. But hood looks good. All right, hood looks good. All right, so we're gonna go to Palantir. Very similar setup, y'all. Very similar setup on Palantir. Right. Very similar setup on Palantir. Look at it. Tell me that ain't the same exact move. Damn near the same exact move. It's a little different, but still, you see, it's breaking out of this bear flag. This might even be more prime because, well, it depends on how you draw it. Matter of fact, let me be more conservative and drop it down here because it needs to be touching this the low. So this is more it right here. And y'all know we got to do this, right? I tell y'all all the time. This is free game right here. This how you tell how long it's gonna be. This how you tell the drop. You take it, you measure it to the down move right there, boom. All right. So that's the distance of the flagpole, right? This line right here, I just took it from this drop right here to the swing low where it started to reverse. All right. So now we just gonna take that and we're gonna add it to the breakout area. If it breaks out today, let's just say it breaks out today. Let's say tomorrow. Let's say it break out tomorrow. So we'll put it right over here. Then this is the distance that it can go. Right? This stuff ain't nothing but geometry, y'all. It's just like it's connecting lines. It's filling in spaces. It's very simple. And you see that it always measures out to some sort of confluence, right? The breakdown is taking you right into an order block. It's taking you right into an order block. This stuff is not easy, but it's simple. You know what I mean? And we just got to make sure that we are just following the rules of everything. So if you've never heard that before, you've heard it here. Measure your bullish, measure your bull flags and your bear flags. Measure the pole, right? So this is a bear flag. I measured the pole. If it's a bull flag, you still measure the pole and you attach it to the top. I'm attaching it to the bottom because the breakout on the bear flag is downward, right? So, really simple. I like this a lot. If we can close, bearish, I definitely would be interested in swinging this as well. All right. So that's Hood, Google, Intel, Palantir. What else? It was another one I had. Oh, Zoom. Did y'all see what Zoom do anything? I know we were looking at that. Okay, Zoom didn't really do much. Okay. It looked like it could possibly be retesting. What did I say yesterday on live? I was like, I want to see it retest the level. So it broke out, and I was telling y'all on live I would rather it come back and retest before I take it. So somewhere, yeah. So somewhere like in this area right here, right? And it looks like it's closing with a fail two up. So we could possibly come and see it, retest that 91 area. At that point, that would be like a bull flag, and that's when I would be interested in getting into Zoom. Because after that, it can really zoom. It can really go. I know that's corny as shit, but it could really go. It could really go. All right. It could really go. All right. So that's Zoom. We got a lot of beautiful opportunities, y'all. I'm gonna jump back to y'all real quick, and y'all let me know what it is y'all want to see. All right, Barry Bezos, what it do, family? Yes, assets pot 100. Listen. I'm telling you, in the group, we going hit every day. I'm trying to tell y'all, Liz, how you feeling? Good to see you. Yeah. You said, can we look at, yeah, so we got Palantir, Hood going to 110, yep. Yeah, no, we got some bangers set up, y'all. And I really think the downside is next, at least for like, the next day or two. Not across the market, obviously. There will be some like Intel that I believe will go up, but tech, I think Palantir, Hood, it looks like it wants to come down, right? If it doesn't, we we talking about a blown up setup, but they all look primed to come down to that next order block. All right. Nawan, what's going on, man? How you feeling? Good to see you. John said AMD. All right, we'll do AMD. What else y'all got for me? Got AMD. What else y'all want to see? Yeah, I appreciate it, Liz. Like I said, y'all show up to these. We going to call them, right? We going to call them. And I'll tell y'all straight up, I am not a wizard. I don't got a crystal ball. I don't claim to know the future, but I know probabilities. And I can guarantee you that I will be right way more than I'll be wrong. But I will be wrong sometimes. And I can live with that. All right. You said Hood, Palantir, and the others, yeah. All right, so apply. Yeah, we do apply. I remember I was talking about that a little earlier. So we do apply. Oh yeah, definitely got to do lift. What else y'all want to see? NVIDIA, for sure. Y'all already know. Riot, okay. Yeah. Keep them coming. Iran, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yep. So yeah. So we got a couple people talking about Iran. He said Marcel Stradamus. Yeah. That. He said, "Hey, at first, hey, Alchemist. First, I thought you was talking about. I thought you was talking about the Play, the Apple Play, but you talking about this joint right here. Oh, it's fire. It's fire. I don't know if y'all can tell, but just live vicariously through me. You know what I'm saying? All right, Tesla. Y'all already know. Spot. Oh, y'all coming through with the joints today. We got a lot we got to get through. We're going to get through it, though. And open. All right. You said you don't like apples, but you make me want one. Now, why you don't like apples? You know what they say about apples? Oh, you got to get you. I mean, I think the best apples for you to eat, obviously, are the green ones, right? The green ones have anything that's usually more bitter is typically going to be better for you. But you get you a nice Fuji, you know what I'm saying? You get you a nice Fuji apple, a nice Honey Crisp. I think this is a Honey Crisp right here. Let me see. Yeah, this is a Honey Crisp from Sprouts. You can't go wrong. I'm trying to tell you. She said no. Look, force yourself to eat an apple a day. You got like bare minimum. It's going. You know what I mean? Like it's so easy. Like bare minimum. ABGO. I'm gonna have to cut y'all off in a second, man. Y'all trying to have me on here till 3:00. The market closed at 1. God damn. She's all right. We're gonna cut it off right there. All right, we're gonna cut it off right there. You said Macintosh. What's a Macintosh apple? What's that? How you doing, Eleanor? Good to see you. What's that though? I never heard of that. I don't think I ever heard of that. Again, y'all, if y'all just joining, y'all, all I ask is one thing: just hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? I never gatekeep the levels or any plays. Just don't gatekeep the likes. All right. So if you in here and you haven't hit like, oh man, that would mean so much to me. You know what I mean? Just if you could just give me one. I mean, like literally, I'm talking right now, and the reason I'm talking is because I'm trying to give you that time to just go ahead and press the button, like right now. You know what I mean? That's all you gotta do. You said Michigan apples. Okay. I got it. Y'all putting me on. I ain't never heard of that. Yeah, honey. Yeah, I be on the Honey Crisp. I ain't never heard of them. I'm gonna write that down. Michigan apples. Huh. And Macintosh? I ain't never heard of those. I'm gonna look them up though. You said maybe it's an East Coast apple, been eating them all. Wow. I mean, I'm from the East Coast. I ain't never had a Macintosh. Only Macintosh. All right. I be having the dad jokes. I think in dad jokes. You know what I'm saying? Because I was gonna say the only Macintosh I ever had was like the computer, but yeah, that's my humor. Envy apples. What's that? Hold on. How y'all just named like 20 apples I never heard of before? Damn. Now I gotta go do research. I'm curious. Envy, Macintosh, and Michigan. All right, we might have to do a live with I'm gonna have apples just spread across and just do a little taste test. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like a blind taste test, and we're gonna see who really got the best apples. All right. Let's get back into these charts, y'all. And again, if you just joining again, hit that like button. That's all I need from you. I appreciate it. It goes a long way. We're about to get back into these charts. All right. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. All right. Damn, y'all gave me a lot of. I'm like, yeah, drop y'all, stocks. I'm gonna analyze them. Then I was like, all right, boop, 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 boop. All right, here we go. We're gonna go AMD first. We're gonna go AMD first. AMD. What you got for us? AMD looks like it could be in a little bull flag setup, y'all. Yep, it looks like that's what it could be. Again, there's definitely this little gap right here that it needs to fill. So it could come down here, but I am gonna draw the bull flag, but I'm gonna also show you like what to look out for. Right? That's the beautiful thing about when you draw your trend lines and your flags and your patterns. You can have it sitting there. It doesn't mean you got to take the trade, but it definitely makes it a lot easier for you to see exactly what could happen. All right. So we got the flag right there. All right. So this is the range of the consolidation right now. Matter of fact, let me make it a little bit longer just for for you to kind of like really see what could take place. All right. So this is the bull flag area here, but we do have this this little fair value gap right here, right? So it could absolutely want to come and fill it down to the to 240. So I would love this if it just breaks out of this bull flag to the upside. So if it breaks down out of this bull flag, right? It's you know what? Let me bring this up a little bit because it's really more like this. Hold on. It's really more like this. You gotta be an artiste when you're drawing the bull flags, right? You gotta. There we go. Okay, yeah. So that's more parallel. Hold on. Yeah. And again, you can make them longer, but that's what it is. We taking it from the top, right? So these haven't quite come up to test the bull flag yet, but this is what the bull flag looks like. And again, we can extend it longer to account for future days, but I'm putting it right there just to account for like what's already happened. But we can always stretch this a little bit to account for the future, right? But those are the two trend lines that we're using to draw this bull flag. All right, there it is. All right, so it actually would still be in a bull flag if it comes down to fill this little gap right here, right? So if it comes down into this fair value gap right here on the daily, it would still be in play for the bull flag. So that's if it came down and took place. I don't know. Maybe what's tomorrow? Wednesday. If maybe Thursday. If it came, if it failed this level right here and came down to retest this level here to fill that gap, it could still be in play to the upside, yo. So that's why it's important to understand, like, okay, where are the fair value gaps? Where are the places that it could potentially go if it fails this technical? If it breaks out of this technical, like where could it go? You want to always be pattern searching, right? Any strategy that you're using, if you can layer strategies on top of each other, it just makes it so much easier to trade. So we got the bull flag drawn. It doesn't mean that we're taking anything, but now we have some sort of parameters or guidelines that we can follow just in case it comes down here and we're like, oh man, this thing is over. It's like, nope, maybe wait for a second because it still may recover and then break out. And we know once it breaks out in this area here, then we could take that, ride it to the high, maybe take a quick profit on that first target, and then when it breaks above highs, we out of here. You know what I mean? So, and then another scenario would be it breaking below the fair value, and then eventually taking out this swing low right here, and possibly coming back to retest the order block down at $200, right, or 198. So yeah, AMD looks like it could be possibly forming a bull flag. It's right now sitting in indecision. We got the doji going on right now, so I don't see anything right here that says get into the play, but it is starting to create somewhat of an opportunity. So we just got to be patient on this one. Keep AMD on the radar, but no moves yet on AMD. All right, we're gonna go to applied. I briefly mentioned that a little bit earlier, and what it did. Applied, we had a retest, but I'll break that down for you in just a second. All right. Yeah, Applied went crazy today. Applied went silly. Look at that. Look at that. So y'all see this, right? I'm trying to tell y'all. We already had this stuff. you got to understand. If you on the lives, you getting plays. We already had this drawn out, right? The same thing I just showed y'all on like 3 other stocks, and we did this exact one. The measured move off the bull flag. It's doing exactly that. And what did it do? What did I say something can do every time it breaks out, right? I want to hear from y'all. Matter of fact, I got to come back. I got to come back to y'all real quick. What happens? I'm in the chat with it. What happens when you break out of a bull flag or a level? Like what is something that's always on the table? You said gotta add the Gaelic guy. Yeah, we're gonna listen. Hey Mikey, we're gonna do a taste test. For sure. There's no way I can't. I just learned about 10 new apples. We absolutely gonna do it. But y'all answer real quick. Yo, I gotta take a picture of this. I gotta take a picture. See, this is crowd participation right here. Right? This is crowd participation right here. We got 41 viewers and 41 likes. Right? That's crowd participation. That's what I'm talking about. That means that everybody that's coming through here, they showing love. That's showing that everybody in here deeply appreciates the content that they're getting, and they don't mind pressing doop. They don't mind. Pink lady, listen. All right, y'all, hold on, man. What is a pink lady apple? Yo, I really only thought it was like 3 apples out there. Y'all telling me it's 30 apples. That's crazy. All right, what y'all saying? Let's see. Retest. Exactly. Y'all got it. Retest. Exactly. That's all we waiting for. Yep. Retest and yep. First ballot, you're also correct. Because retracement as well. It retests and then retraces. So y'all got it. Y'all on point. All right, we're gonna jump back into it real quick. All right, and again, as y'all are coming in, doop, hit that like button. That's all I need from you. All right, we're gonna jump right back into these charts. So again, it did just that. We talked about this on live. It broke out. It came back down yesterday, and it retested the bull flag. And then today it went up 15%. Right? If you saw the retest, or you waited for it to break above the body of this right here and took it, you made money. Any entry today, you clearly made money, right? And we have the measured move. Like I said, it always makes sense. The measured move takes us right to the order block. So this still has room to go. Now, would I get into this right now? I wouldn't necessarily do it because such a big move has been made. It might want to cool out a little bit first, but it's definitely going to go here by the end of the week. We will see a $45 applied by Friday. I'm pretty sure of that. All right. So anybody that took that, anybody that trusted the like the retest, or even took the bullish engulfing and just held on to it through the retest, you're eating. You know what I mean? Like it's all drawn out on the levels on live every day. All right, we got y'all covered. All right, so that's applied. We're gonna go to lift because I got quite a few that I got to get through. All right, so we're gonna go to lift. Where is lift? Okay, lift is not on my watch list. Yeah. Lyft been getting beat up, man. Lyft has been getting beat up. I don't necessarily even see Lyft slowing down. Lyft, all right. Well, we do have kind of like a. It is retesting a level right here. So it could possibly get a little bit of a bounce tomorrow. I'm not calling or signaling any plays in this, but it could possibly get like a little bit of relief tomorrow. But it could just be coming up to retest the lows that it broke of 1781, and it could be still on this descent down. Like when I see something going down this sharply, we gotta wait for a strong reversal and confirmation to trust it, because the momentum is to the downside. There's too many sellers that are like, yo, this we don't like this price. So, when something is in a trend, they say the trend is your friend. You don't want to try to counter something too hard when it's in a very strong descent like this. So, and then when you look at the levels, like I said, if it can break below this 1750, we could come all the way down to about here, about 1650. So a whole nother dollar. And then if it breaks 1628, then obviously the next level is down here at 1550, right? Into the order block. So yeah, I don't see anything that says get in right now. It is a bearish engulfing, but I'm keeping in mind the fact that it's a bearish engulfing, but it's bouncing at the same level as a few days ago. So I wouldn't call this to the upside or downside. I would say wait for the confirmation tomorrow, and possibly even play it on an intraday basis. Level to level, just based off whatever your intraday strategy is. Like if you want to do the 15-minute orb strategy, that can work to the downside if it breaks below. There's plenty of ways to catch this, but it's not clean yet, right? I'll give you a great move on this, right? And this is where patience kicks in, because there's something going on in the market every day, but we don't have to have an amazing play every single day. Sometimes you got to wait for that amazing play. The amazing play is down here at the order block, right? Lift make its way all the way down here to 1550 or 1530, somewhere in this area, and reverse. You swing this for a few months, swing this for a couple months, like 30 days to 90 days. And this will retrace, probably back to the 20s, because Lyft is a good stock overall, right? Or matter of fact, I'll give you a better one. Let me get this measurement real quick. I'll give you a better one. If Lyft retrace down to the order block, oh, she ready for leaps. That's 41%. Right? So yeah, a better move would be it coming down to that 15 and then you just getting it out to 2027. Maybe even 2028, and just let it accumulate, set it and forget it. This when it's all said and done, this will probably bring you back, 3-4 times your money. And this is a way that you catch plays. Remember, I always told y'all, right? The options plays are like your income. You're doing that. You're going to work for options every day. You're making your money, but you ultimately want to have enough profits sitting that you can go place in equities, which is just actual stocks, shares of stocks, in leaps. Because this is the true wealth, right? True wealth is when your money is coming in and you're not doing nothing for it, because you did something for it. So you did something for it to bring it in, and now you made a smart decision to place it somewhere else, and it's just accumulating. So yeah, I'll update the leap category, for this. But if it comes down to 15, man, leaps all day and lift. This will be beautiful. Like a lot of these stocks are making their way to leap opportunities. All right, so that's lift. All right, now we're gonna do NVIDIA. All right. NVIDIA looks like it's pretty bullish, but I'll give you my opinion on it. I never like to buy anything into an order block. It's just not my style. Some people may do it, and I'm not knocking it. But if I see an order block sitting right there, even though this is a bull flag right here, I'm not about to just, you know what I mean? But I tell you what, the fact that I'm drawing this bull flag is going to be helpful later because it shows that okay, we do got this distance. We can measure this distance and attach it to see the the full distance that it could go when it breaks out. But I gotta see it personally. I gotta see it break out of this. I can't buy something into an order block. It just my brain just won't let it happen. I can't see red right here and be like, you know what? I think I'm gonna take calls. I can't do that. And I'm not saying that it won't, because like clearly like the highest part of this order block is 193.77. So it still could go $4 out of this, but I just wouldn't be comfortable taking it. I got apple all in my teeth. I just wouldn't be comfortable taking it until it got outside of this bearish order block. So I'm probably gonna, matter of fact, I'm gonna set alerts around 194. I'm gonna set an alert around 194 for Nvidia. If it can break above that with some intensity, then I can ride that up to about $200. All right. So yeah, Nvidia is almost there, but again, psychologically I just can't take anything, even though it is slightly outside of this bull flag. I can't trust it until it's above that level. That's just me. All right. So that's Nvidia. But yeah, again, like I said, we clear that, we good money. Or if it comes back down to retest this order block, again, that's another another good opportunity to swing it back up to that level, to a retest. But we are in a bit of a range here. It's not a super tight one, right? It is a little $12 distance, so it's not like super tight, but it is a little bit of a range. So a break out of this range would really open the door for it to start making its way up to the 200s. All right. So that's Nvidia. Somebody said Riot. Y'all came with them today. We're gonna get through them though. Y'all came with them today. All right. Hold on, let me switch back real quick. Have y'all noticed this? Is it me or is it bull flags everywhere, yo? Am I tripping? Nah, for sure, Ant. I got you. You said you got some apply. There we go, Liz. You said Palantir looks ready to break support again. To the downside? Shoot, y'all might see me for the first time enter a play live on live. I'm gonna go check that out. I might enter on my phone into Palantir. You said you got to know something about it. Nice. Yeah, so have y'all noticed that pretty much everything I looked at today was like damn near a bull flag? Like almost every play we looked at so far been a bull flag. That's I like that. That, you know what I'm saying? We got some pretty good setups. All right, we'll get back into it in a second. We got Riot left, we got IREN left if you're just joining. We got Tesla that we're getting ready to go over. If you're just joining, we got we got Spot, we got Open, we got AVGO, and we also have Envy that we'll be going over, right? If you're just joining and you haven't, you obviously probably missed a lot of what we've talked about, just take some time to go back and watch it a little bit later, because there's some really good gems in there, some really good opportunities in there for you to be profitable, right? And that's what these lives are all about. Again, I'm here every single weekday that the market is open from 11:30 Pacific to whenever, right? And then it's 2:30 Eastern. So lock in, get the levels. Again, I'm never going to gatekeep the levels. All I ask for you to do is what? Just give me a like. That's all I ask. All right. It says, would you add more contracts to Intel now with your 320? For sure. Anytime that I'm swinging something out, I'm absolutely looking to do that. But that's a great question, Zay. But here's how you want to do it. You don't have to, you could do it either way. You could average down into it, like as it comes down, or as it hits each target level and closes above that, you can add contracts, right? So the same way that we're sitting here every day and waiting into the last 10 minutes of the market to decide like which play we want to get into, you could have 3 target levels set for for Intel on its way up, because what we're predicting is a retracement to the high, right? Here, let me go back to Intel. I'm gonna break it down for you, because I want y'all to really get this. This is how you get your portfolio to really go crazy. All right. Hold on. Yeah, this is how you get your portfolio to really go crazy. So we're gonna go right back to Intel. Sorry, Riot. We'll be right back. All right. So we got Intel right here off the order block. You know, it's doing what it's supposed to do, right? It did what it's supposed to do. It's continuing. Again, we are targeting highs, right? So we talking about damn near $10 move. So here's what you do. I'm gonna go old school with it and just draw the levels, like with an actual horizontal line, right? So we can say, all right, we out the 320. We can say if we close above 460, let's just say 460.50, we can bring it down, because that's the psychological level. All right, 48. Y'all know what I mean, but 46.50, right? So that first level, we can do one of these, right? Add text, and we're just gonna do this. Real simple. Add contract. Right there at that level. All right. Then we can do another level, would be a break into the gap, right? It closes above that. We do the same thing. We do the same thing. Add contract. All right. Then we go 50%, which is right about here, which is also the previous resistance. We'll go add another contract, right? And then that'll be it. 3 adds, right? Start with 1 here, add here, add here, add here. And then what we gonna do up here, y'all? We taking profits at highs. We taking profits at highs. That's how you get your bag up, right? Yes, we do average down when it makes sense. But if you're catching something in its momentum, in its way to the, to its target, and you are sure about this, right? Like, we're not dealing with weeklies. We're dealing with, we're dealing with contracts that are out 2 months. If it closes here with force, we could see it, right? So all right, so we got a contract here, we add here, and just say the first 2 waves, like we get it before it pulls back at all, right? We already are up like way more than what you would have expected, nowhere near the target, just by adding an additional contract, right? I'm not saying that there won't be pullbacks. I'm not suggesting that this is going to just go straight here. But again, these levels are drawn out, taking the pullback into consideration. So when we get here and we add this contract, all right, and then we make it to that second target with the added contract, when it comes back down and retests, we do nothing. But then when it breaks back above that level that we're referring to, we add another contract, and that's going to take us to the next level, right? And then the same thing from there, we add another contract. It'll probably come up. It could possibly retest, but we are betting that it is going to retrace to highs before 320, right? So it's like, it's not like add contract randomly. It's like, okay, if we add a contract and it goes to a level, we wait to see what it does next. If it comes back, like I said, and pulls back and then goes and breaks through that next level, then you add the next one on because it's going to make a higher wave up. All right. So keep that in mind, right? I'll be walking y'all through it again. Another beautiful thing about having, contracts out to, to March is we can also change our mind, right? Some news could come out, so a different tone or sentiment in the market could take place, and we could be like, you know what, man, I'm gonna just take all profits. And what I'll do is, like, if it breaks this level again, then I'll just get into a new contract, right? So the beautiful thing about catching the earlier part of the move is you got leverage and you got the flexibility and the ability to be able to decide like how you want to maneuver. But all you got to do is just lock into, like, okay, it's a staircase, right? Each level I can add on, but I also have the power to determine like how I want to add on. You might get out, sit back, assess the market, and then come in with 2 contracts the next time instead of just 1. So it's so many different nuances to it, so many different ways that you can do it. I hope y'all are following this. You know what I mean? This is really good information that could really take your trading to the next level. Not on every trade, but when you see opportunities like this, when there's a ton of institutional buyers, a very strong stock that's pulling back and making a pullback that we've been waiting for quite some time, you got situations like this, right? So yeah, so that's that. Does that make sense to y'all? Understood. Okay, there we go, D. You got into, okay, awesome, Liz. I'm happy to hear that. You say, what's the level to break for Palantir? Are we swinging that one? Yeah. What time is it? Oh shit. Okay, the market get ready to close. Here, we're gonna do it right now. Let me go look at it. We'll do it right now. We'll do it together. We'll do it together, y'all. All right. Again, if y'all are just coming in, go ahead and hit that like button. That's all I need from you. Yeah, I like Palantir. I think I want to take this. Palantir is I'm gonna say this, y'all. I'm not gonna do Palantir, and here's why. It's not out of the bull flag yet. It's bearish, and it is a pretty strong chance that it comes down tomorrow. But again, I want to give y'all the most high quality trades, and until this breaks out of the bear flag, it is not as high quality because we still got this little wick right here, right? We still got this level. It doesn't have to clean this level out, but it does need to clean this level out, right? It needs to clean this level out, which is the breakout, right? 163.34. So y'all mark that down. If it can come down to that tomorrow, then we can intraday trade it. I'm not going to say get into it because it's not out of the flag, and I don't want y'all to front run, right? I'm not trying to promote bad habits. But here's what I believe is going to happen. This is my early prediction. I believe we do get a fall for the next couple of days, and then I believe in 6 days next week. So I think we fall for the rest of the week with Palantir and come into this order block right around 147, 150. And I believe that when the earnings report comes in next week, it is going to be a major opportunity to swing Palantir. It may even be good, like in the midst of it coming down, to start building out a position that is like out for a few weeks, so that you can also catch, that movement that will happen with Palantir after earnings bouncing off this order block. All right. So it's, obviously, I will update that and adjust that for it to work out. But I'm not personally going to take Palantir because it is not outside the flag yet. So I'm not going to tell y'all to do it. But again, this is a bear flag, and I think tomorrow we will see much clearer exactly what it wants to do. Again, it could fall overnight, right? Don't be mad at me if it dropped 3% overnight. But again, I'm just trying to give y'all good habits because occasionally something can luck up and work out, but it's not confirmed yet. So we're not gonna call that. What was the other bear flag? Hood. Let's see if Hood has confirmed. If Hood confirmed, then we can take that. I think Hood might have confirmed. Yeah, Hood flirting with it, man. Hood is flirting with it. How much time we got left in the market? All right, I'm gonna go over a couple more stocks. Y'all stay on because if Hood can close outside of this bear flag, then I may take this on live. All right, so we got 14 minutes left in the market. So let me spend about 8 minutes just looking at a couple other stocks, and then we'll come back. We'll come back to Hood. All right, so Riot. I think we already kind of like went over Riot, but just to confirm because I did leave it pretty quickly. Again, it's a bull flag, right? I would want to see this breakout above these highs right here, because again, this bull flag could send it to retrace these highs, but again, I don't like taking plays like into bearish order blocks. So I would like to see this above 1950, and then possibly like ride that up higher. But Riot is one of those things that can be wild and crazy, just like crypto, because that's what it's related to. So, I don't. There are better opportunities. I'll just say that. So Riot is cool, but there are some better opportunities. But this again is closing bullish, right? Not quite a bullish engulfing, but you know somewhat, right? It's not engulfing the bottom part of it, but we could definitely see a push, up here tomorrow, but it's not clean enough for me to call it or signal it. All right, so that's Riot. We'll see what Iran is talking about. Ooh, oh, that's clean. Yeah, Iran could go up about another $10. If this closes like this is not a bad take. This is not a bad take. Very bullish. It's not a bad take at all. Iran could definitely do another, like 5 to 10% tomorrow. So this is not bad at all. It's broken the previous high, right? This is the high right here. It broke above it. Again, if you ever take entries on a breakout, you always got to watch for the pullback. So when you do get in contracts, do keep in mind that there could be a immediate pullback. So if you're planning on getting into multiple contracts, you may, if you're swinging it, you may want to only start with one, or a lower amount. That's not your max, to account for the possible pullback. And then if you're up big in the morning, take your profits off, and then reassess it, let it readjust, and then you could take entries again. But Iran could definitely be going to $68 between tomorrow and Friday, or tomorrow and Thursday, I should say. So yeah, Iran looks really good. We made money on that last week. Tesla. All right, I'm gonna do Tesla and spot, and then I'm gonna jump back to Hood to see if we're gonna take it. Man, Tesla made me so mad the other week. I don't even like it right now. But yeah, it looks like it's bearish right now. Like, came up, got the confirmation yesterday, so this is why it's red today, because we got the reversal signal right here again, right, and then it confirmed on Monday. So yeah, it could possibly retrace down to 419. Um, do I love it? I think there are better opportunities than this, but yeah, it could definitely come down to 419 possibly. Um, it would be a even better play would be waiting for it to break this neckline, because it's been coming down to this neckline and bouncing off. But when it does finally break the neckline, all of the rules that are connected the the head and shoulders are in play. So as soon as it can break this area here, it could be ready to come down to 400. So again, I don't see anything that makes me want to get into it right now, but it's definitely setting up some some cool opportunities to the downside. All right, and then obviously for a scenario to the upside, it would need to break above 457, right, to clean this shoulder completely out and break above those previous highs, and then it could possibly be wanting to retrace, but I don't see that scenario happening. Anytime this week, but who knows? Possibly next week with other big earnings coming up. All right, and then we got spot, and then we're gonna jump right back into hood to see what's going on. Somebody, real quick, y'all update me real quick. Are y'all still looking at hood? What do y'all see? You said this is mentorship info. Hey, appreciate it. Listen, look, I tell you, like we don't. I don't see no reason to hide the game, man. It's like if you really want to see the people win, show them how to win. And for that, I feel like y'all are getting off the love. You said share my screen. Y'all didn't see my screen. Y'all didn't see my screen the whole time. Oh, hold up. Can y'all see it now? My bad, y'all. Can y'all see it? Just type a yes if y'all can see it right now. I just want to be. You can't see it right now? It says that y'all can see it. Oh, you can see it now. Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, I was just going over Tesla. Like I was just like saying that Tesla, you know, is probably going to come down and retest this level at 419. Um, but it's not clean enough just yet for me to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get in that. Like I said, there is no interruptions here, but Tesla could easily bounce tomorrow and open up green, but we could get an even better entry to the downside tomorrow if it opens up green and then it starts to fail because we know that the next level is down here around 419. So that's another thing that y'all keep in mind. Like just because something doesn't open the way that you want it to finish, please write this down and remember it. Just because a stock doesn't open up the way that you want it to finish doesn't mean that that's how it's going to end the day. Sometimes it's a gift that is opening up, higher or lower than what you expected because it's positioning you to be able to get a better entry for what it ultimately wants to do that day. So if technicals are showing that we may get a confirmation day and then it opens up. So say we're looking for a confirmation bullish, right? And then it opens up bearish, but it's still holding the structure of the bullish, frame. Then we just got ourselves a better entry, and we can find opportunity of it failing the downside to get in and ride it for the rest of the day into that confirmation. So Tesla could open up tomorrow, slightly up and then start to fail, and we could ride it down. All right, I'm gonna stop rapping. I'm gonna go straight to hood because I know that's what we want to see. We want to see if we're gonna take that live. Um, and yeah, it's bouncing up a little bit, y'all. It's not closing. It's not closing exactly how I want to see it close. We got 5 minutes left. Let's see. We're gonna see right here live. We're gonna see if it can close below this level. It is a bearish 3 candle. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. I'm taking this. What am I talking about? I forgot it was a bearish engulfing. I'm taking this. I'm taking this right now. I'm taking this right now, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you the exact levels right here on live. Uh, this is about to be a good one right here. Yep. So I'm taking Hood Weekly's 105 strike. Hood Weekly's 105 strike. I'm taking. Again, y'all, this ain't financial advice. I'm not telling y'all to take it with me. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's purely for entertainment purposes only. But I am getting into Hood. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, the 105 or 106, whichever one you want to take. Right? Whichever one you want to take. There we go. All right, y'all heard that sound? I'm in there. I'm in there. I just took Hood Puts weeklies. I'm in there. All right. Let's go. We have weekly expiration. We talking about 130. All right. I'm in there. I'm in there. All right. So let's see. All right, Spotify. We need to go to. If there's anybody that's asking, like anybody that heard me, just somebody just go ahead and type it in the chat to confirm it for people. All right. Again, I am not a financial advisor. I don't know anything. Y'all know that. Y'all know I don't know nothing. All right, Spotify. Yeah, Spotify is shaping up to be something. It's not quite there yet, but it's shaping up. It's shaping up for sure. Again, a lot of the stuff that we seeing, y'all, is is just bull flags and bear flags. We're seeing a lot of it across the market, and I'm loving it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and draw the bear flag. Uh, yeah, yeah, beautiful. Yeah, again, we'll wait for this one, just like Hood and Palantir, and we should definitely be seeing this falling out of this pattern, right? I'm not saying enter this. I'm not saying take this, but we will be waiting to see if we can get a break out of this bear flag. So just y'all go ahead and draw this bear flag on your Spotify. And again, we just want to wait until we get a close outside of the bear flag, and then we can take entries on that particular day. All right. So that's Spotify. We got open. Open. Oh, we got a double bottom on open. Damn, I kind of want to take this, but it's only 40 seconds left in the market. This a double bottom. This gonna go up tomorrow, y'all. But I'm not even gonna attempt to take it because I know I can't get in fast enough. But this is gonna go up tomorrow, y'all. Look, this is the next wave right here. It's gonna go just like this. Yeah, this a clean double bottom. And it has the hammer at the end of a down move. So y'all know that's reversal. So yeah, I mean obviously there's always the potential that it can fall out, but the technicals are saying that this wants to go up tomorrow, yo. So yeah, that's a pretty cool opportunity too. Pretty cool opportunity. All right, I think the market is closing now. That's open. I do AVGO and I do Envy, and then we can wrap it up. Again, y'all, if y'all just joining, man, welcome. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Again, I'm here every weekday, 11:30 Pacific, 2:30 Eastern. All right, giving out levels, educating you guys on different strategies and techniques and things to look out for so that you're not getting chewed up by the market. All right, ain't nobody ain't nobody on here doing this, right? Me and Zay are pretty much the only ones that are giving y'all like play for play, what to do, how to do it, because we want to see y'all win. All right. So for that, I would greatly appreciate just to hit the like button, just do one time for me. And man, that one little action, it does so much for me. You know what I mean? It does so much for the channel. It gets it out to more eyeballs, and that's more lives that can be changed. So if y'all could do me that solid, man, it would mean the world. All right. So what are we saying on AVGO Broadcom? Um, Yeah, yesterday was a confirmation day. Today it continued bullish like it was, like it was supposed to. But it looked like it started to fade a little bit at the end of the day. So we could be seeing some people that are like selling early, knowing that this order block is up here. I'm not really a fan of AVGO until it gets to this level here, yo. Until I see AVGO break here around 30, 360, 50, 360, 62, that's when I'd be most interested in AVGO, right? We got a huge gap up here that it needs to fill. And there's plenty of recovery that needs to take place. Got this huge gap to fill. AVGO looks good up there. Right here, it's like we could possibly reverse tomorrow or do a little bit of a pullback. I'm not really seeing anything spectacular on this one just yet. Maybe when it comes up to this bearish order block of reversal and confirmation, we could take it down to lows. But right where it's at right now, I'm not really seeing anything that excites me. All right. And then last but not least, we got Envy. Is in oh maybe Envy wasn't a stock. Maybe that was an Apple. Maybe that was an Apple. Let me see. That might have been an Apple, y'all. Wires might have got crossed on that one. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. This is a great session. Again, I see y'all all are like learning and growing each day. Extremely proud of like the work that y'all putting in. If y'all just continue like this, y'all are gonna really see y'all lives change. Y'all continue to put in this work. Y'all continue to show up. Y'all gonna really see our lives change over this next year. All right, I mean that. All right. So man, let's get to it. Yeah, she said I think she meant envy apples. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm writing all these notes. I'm like, yeah, them envy apples. It ain't no stock called envy. Trump speaks at 4 Eastern. Okay, cool. And again, y'all, there's always the chance that Trump saying something could cause our downside opportunities not to work out. So we know that when we get into any play, right, we can only follow technicals. But if he says something that makes people want to buy it up, we can't even get mad. It's like that's part of the game. I'm hoping that he doesn't say anything that's like go buy stocks. I'm hoping that our downside plays can just do what they're supposed to do. But again, we're gonna have to wait and see. But all in all, man, we did our thing. We're gonna continue to do our thing every day. I'm here, locked in with y'all in these lock-in sessions. Again, if you're here, you haven't liked the video yet, go ahead and hit that like button one time for me. And that's it. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All my Prosperity Collective folks, I'll see y'all bright and early in the morning. Remember, invest smart, live free. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.